Wellness Wednesday is a health program on COPUSA Radio. I will be the host. My name is Mrs. Margaret Ofori. I am also a licensed health minister. The goal of this program is to educate, inspire, and encourage healthy eating for a vibrant life. I will be doing practical teachings and demonstration on how to cook healthy food every week. I invite you to tune in to COPUSA Radio on Facebook every Wednesday, 5 to 6 EST time. Additionally, I am the author of the book, When Food Becomes Poison, my own personal journey to weight loss and wellness. If you want to order a copy of the book, see the email down below. Also, if you have any testimonies on how this program has been a blessing to you, send your information or your story to this email down below. Subscribe to my YouTube channel for special videos on Maggie's Wellness Corner. Tell a friend to tell a friend, and your life will never be the same. God bless you. Wellness Wednesday is a health program on COPUSA Radio. I will be the host. My name is Mrs. Margaret Ofori. I am also a licensed health minister. The goal of this program is to educate, inspire, and encourage healthy eating for a vibrant life. I will be doing practical teachings and demonstration on how to cook healthy food every week. I invite you to tune in to COPUSA Radio on Facebook every Wednesday, 5 to 6 EST time. Additionally, I am the author of the book, When Food Becomes Poison, my own personal journey to weight loss and wellness. If you want to order a copy of the book, see the email down below. Also, if you have any testimonies on how this program has been a blessing to you, send your information or your story to this email down below. Subscribe to my YouTube channel for special videos on Maggie's Wellness Corner. Tell a friend to tell a friend, and your life will never be the same. God bless you. Hello. You are welcome to Wellness Wednesday one more time. This is the day the Lord has made for us all to be glad and rejoice. Thank you very much for coming. You are most welcome, our audience on YouTube and then also Facebook. We appreciate you so much. God bless you. Etiefo adofonom sanya wukura da bia ye ba fidie sui ye baswa ne ye ba besua de ntimi se nneso so ye da anyame ahyehya amayen ama me no mienu ye tiase ne won kwam a na ye adom bebre nyame hiraw se wo ma me mre no mama so na wo betie ene dwumadie so a ekoso eye Wellness Wednesday sanya ye ba ye kasafa ye didie ne nieme bia ye betimi asesa dwane no ewo ya brabom se ne ye be ya ye benya ya pom. It's all about what? Educating on how we can eat healthy and then do some healthy things just to improve our health. So that's all how Wellness Wednesday is all about. I'm here to encourage you. I'm here to educate. I'm here to support you. And I'm here to give you the go ahead. It is possible. You can do it. You can change your eating habits. You can live a good lifestyle. You can live well. You can be healthy. It is possible. It is doable. And people have done it and they are experiencing a very vibrant life. So this afternoon, I want you to sit down, invite a friend to be part of what is going on. And today, we are also going to learn something new. That has been my goal all the time when we meet on this platform. So you share more. Media ne say ye chere na wo sua bibi me so no me sua bibi da bia me betena fidie so a me sua bibi foforo nti minim say na ya baso yi wo so be sua bibi foforo da bia ye boy ye didie ho dawuro da bia ye kasa Na minim sɛ sɛ wonhyɛ ase a, it is never too late. Today, you want to start, you want to get something, you want to equip yourself, you want to reposition the way you eat and then how you see life. So I want you to get yourself ready. And today it's going to be another exciting time. It's a privilege to have we're having a special guest today on this platform, and we're going to learn so many things. So I know you are going to be blessed, and I'm also going to be blessed. Meso so ebeye nhyira ma me pray. Ene yenya ye kasama fo a ene so yeso ye ne oni ye ba be kasa. Na me so ono so no obeka na bra bom nsem ene kwan on so fa so a nyame ye na dom ono so otimi hye ase se osesa na didie no aye niema bi ene hu na waye kama. Enti etiefo no yensembre kra no ye pese ye to yensa frɛ ye mame minim sɛ dodoɔ na nim ye mame Harriet. Ene ono ne ene ne ba bedi dwumadie. You are so welcome, so Mami Harriet. Kusi, God bless you very much. I know your hands are very busy, but you have made it possible on Wellness Wednesday. So God bless you for coming. God bless you and bless you again. And I know your family is watching, and I know today
Yes.
everybody's going to be so excited about this program. God richly
Thank
bless you so
you.
much,
Thank you. I'm
Sophie.
so happy to be here, mommy.
Good. So without wasting time, we just want to zoom to the main goal of today's program. We want to hear a lot from you. We want to learn so much from you. So just open up and share with us everything that will be beneficial to us this afternoon. So we want you,
Wonderful.
Sofumami, maybe a lot of people may not know you. So we want
Yeah.
you to tell us something about yourself, your life, your family, your career, your passion, so that people may know you better. Mhm,
Wonderful. God bless
mhm.
you again, mommy, for the invitation. I'm happy to join Wellness Wednesday this afternoon. A little bit about myself. My name is Henrietta Kusi. I'm married to my husband. It'll be 16 years this coming July. We have
Wow,
four. He has four children, three boys and a beautiful little girl. I
wow.
am professionally in the accounting field, and
Okay,
I completed my bachelor's and I've pursued now my master's in accounting. I'm currently doing that now. And my
okay,
passion, I just love youth empowerment. I always tell people that I'm a product of the youth. It was
okay.
within the youth that I found my understanding in Christ. So I'm for all youth, all women empowerment. I like to mentor as much as possible, and so that's just a little bit about myself.
Wow. Thank you very much. So the youth, if you are hearing our mother, she's there for you. So if you need help, just call her.
Absolutely,
She is there for
absolutely.
you. Nyame hyira bebree. Nti
And
yɛ
so,
mmabun no, sɛ mo hia mmoa a, momfrɛ yɛn maame Kusi. She has a lot of experience to share with you, and she will love to be part of your life. Enti no, Nyame hyira wo paa for that passion that you have for the youth. Because we know that this time the youth, we really need to take good care of them, because
absolutely.
they are going to be the future of, they'll be they'll be taking over very soon. And so we
Yes,
have to
very
be very passionate about them. God bless you so much, so
soon.
Mami Kusi. Nyame nhyira wo paa. So
Amen.
now on Wellness Wednesday, the goal is to talk about healthy eating and lifestyle changes. So this afternoon, we want to, what was your motivation? Because right now I see that you have changed. You are looking so
Yes.
beautiful. And I mean, I can't even describe it. Yeah. You are looking so
Thank
good.
you.
And I
Thank
know
you.
something has taken place.
Yes, yes,
Something has
yes.
taken place. So today, tell us something about what motivated you to develop a healthy lifestyle. What was your motivation?
Okay. Well, okay. So growing up, I've always been heavy. Not
Mhm.
aduane yɛ me da bi
Yeah,
saa. So I was always a heavy child. And then, we worry for and then you start having inkulano and you start gaining all of that baby weight into
yeah.
after my third borno, I tried
Mhm.
to engage in fitness and working out and things like that. But yet still no, me aduane di na nkɔ yie. So I had to I was even struggling with it. And so I would go to workouts, I'll do all of that. And so when I step on the scale, no, it doesn't, it stays the same. And
The
so
same.
I wasn't motivated. And was a weird be na
And we
yeah,
are not results when there are no
like why you
results.
discouraged bisa auntie.
Mm-hmm.
When I would work out and of course sometimes you'll see decreases in inches, but ultra
Yeah.
scale no more it's still the same.
It's
So
not, yeah.
it wasn't encouraging. But and then after that I had my daughter and
Oh,
me wo me baba no so I think that also so I took advantage a little bit more. Me to me
okay.
di aduane bia me pe and then I used this after I'm pregnant. Auntie. I always forgot the fact that who react losing
Uh-huh.
the weight is always the challenge. So
Yes.
that was also a challenge for me. So after my fourth child, I tried to work out more and try to decrease some of my food intake. But yes, still it was up and down, up and down, up
Mm-hmm.
and down.
Okay.
Now when after COVID, I think the COVID so by and so no cry there. Another another story, another day. And also so stress eating. Me to me the journey be any time of the day and a part and ray.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it was just so bad. And also I gained so much weight. And then I
Okay.
started realizing mental didn't so I'm a pump.
And
My
Paul,
pump and yama be brave.
make
I didn't know
pray.
and and I was like, wait, dear. And I think it's December of 2021. Yeah,
Okay.
called Christmas convention. And
Mhm.
me try picture being and when I looked at the picture, no, I told myself, said,
No, 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 no,
not. I mean, rules that when you're walking and you're going back and forth, you're comfortable in your skin, right? But then when you sit back and you look, you're like, this isn't you. So
Yeah.
December 2021, I realized that Maya Kese. And at that
Mm-hmm.
time, so I wasn't trying to step on the scale because I didn't want to know what the result was. I avoided the scale and see I put
Wow.
there. So when I saw that picture, I realized that it wasn't the best version of me.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't a version that I liked. So
Mm-hmm.
it pushed me to begin to change certain things. When it
Mm-hmm.
comes to say, working out and walking and those type of things, so I like those things. And sometimes on a at around that time, Nana Pabi, I'm in for Obeko Park. Now we walk around and just talk and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I realized I had to do a little bit more intense. And
Good.
so I told myself, wow, every January 1st, New Year's resolution, New Year resolution. But wait there, I told myself that January 2021, dear, I was going to focus on making healthy choices and making
Okay.
a better version of myself. So I kept what I did was as a form of self motivation. That picture,
Mm-hmm.
no, I printed it out.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
I printed it out and I put it on my wall as a constant reminder of
Mm-hmm.
what was pushing me to do better. And then I was able to pull a picture when I was
Okay.
a lot slimmer that and when I was,
Great.
I liked it. And then I also put it up as on the wall too. So
Okay.
it gave
Mm-hmm.
me an image of where I am and where I want to be. And so that was something that motivated me. That was an aspect of it. And then also at the same time, no, as days go, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
you have to worry about your health. And then, from my mother's side and my papa's side, no, and nyama bebre high blood pressure, diabetes, and
Good.
all of those
Good.
things. You have to consider those things and realize that as the days pass, you're getting older. So you have to start making some changes because, you don't want to go fall into something and then it's too late. It's prevention is better than cure. And see, I then
Prevention.
told myself that as I said, Mrs. Sa and maybe well, dim.
Mm-hmm. Good. Oh, wow. Wow. That was so powerful. That is so good. I think that when it comes to health and changing our lifestyle and eating habits, I'm saying, you challenges. You see, there were
Yes.
challenges.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Obi ohonoma, we all have our challenges. Obi ohonoma, obedi anajuedi dieno is
Mm-hmm.
killing a lot of people.
Yeah.
And we know that eating in the night is not good. And with
Yeah.
you, it was like you just eat anything at any
Yes.
time.
At
I
any
think
time.
that's what anything at any time. And that's what I think it's also killing a lot of us because
Yeah.
I also went through the same thing. It wasn't easy. It wasn't
Yeah.
easy. especially when you're a woman and you start giving birth. Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
aduane bi a nkwadaa no ndi no na me nso madi bi aka ho o.
Because you don't want to waste
You
the
don't-
food.
exactly. Exactly.
Oh my goodness. So to our mothers who are here listening to us today, it's not easy, but
It's
our
not.
mother is determined to do it. That was
Yes.
self-motivation by looking at her old picture and then
Yes.
how she was today. And then one thing you said, which is very profound, is prevention. It's
Yes.
always better than cure.
Yes.
See, there is one of the ways we can prevent diseases and sicknesses and other is by the changing the way we eat.
Yes.
And I've realized that we can reverse a lot of diseases by changing the food we eat.
Yep.
So food plays an important role in our lives.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe, sir, when you started doing that, it wasn't easy,
At all.
but it wasn't easy because look at it.
And temptation so and the TV so doesn't help. There be a so TV na aduane for Uko social media, not this restaurant. Oh my goodness, it wasn't easy.
Okay. It's, Nyame na kyerɛ sɛ yɛda Nyame ase.
Oh
Aha.
yes.
So prevention is better than cure.
Yes.
You don't want to wait until you are sick before you go about looking for
Mhm.
the solution or whatever. Sometimes by the time you are aware, promise and then nneɛma bi agye nsam. And then you
Yep.
also look back into
Mhm.
your family, and then you saw that both parents had a lot of issues. And
Yeah.
exactly. So if you had not done what you were supposed to do by changing your diet and doing the right thing, by all means, you'd have also be a victim of what maybe had
Yes.
happened in the family. In Nyame nhyira wo paa. We thank you very much. We
Mhm.
thank you very much. So tell us, what is the most difficult thing about healthy eating and lifestyle changing? What is the most difficult thing about it?
Uh, for me, the most difficult thing about it is just being disciplined. The
Discipline.
discipline. And to be
Mhm.
honest, before the 2022 when I decided to make that uh
Mhm.
change in my healthy eating. I
Mhm.
mean, there wasn't anything I didn't try. I tried
Mhm.
Weight Watchers. I
Okay.
tried carb, almost the Atkins diet. I
Okay.
did. I mean, there's so many things I tried, and
Keto
then
and mhm.
oh, and it's I could do it for a certain period of time. Me and a kakra and my breath. And then
Mhm.
adrenaline so it wasn't accommodating to the food that we normally eat.
It's
Uh-huh.
a free
And so it's like the maybe this type of Weight Watchers food, not at the same time in noa and more
different.
jollof and my inclining watching it. It just it didn't work well. And
Mhm.
so for me, the biggest thing is discipline. And
Discipline.
then the ability, you have to be creative because one sure, yeah, you'll eat the same food every
Food
day and
every day.
bored.
Mhm.
Not and then with all the temptations you see, you just have to be creative. And
Mhm.
so I was able to go online, Amazon, thank God, it has so many things on there. So I was able to go
Mhm.
on there and find
Mhm.
a book. It had different menus of foods that I personally I like. And
Okay.
then sometimes, and so I realized that eating always eating the American food, it wasn't fulfilling to me. So I had to also find a way to incorporate some
Mhm.
healthy ways within
Mhm.
yeah, we normally
Mhm.
eat. But
Eat.
it's just the discipline. The discipline is hard, and then being creative, especially with Adriano.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
But one thing it also helped, and so is that I made it wait it so
Mhm.
by force so if I'm eating healthy, I told him that this decision I'm making it for both of us. And so
Good.
I
Good.
made it
Good. Good.
I made it a partnership. I mean, after all, he eats well for the most
Yeah.
part. I mean, I think
Mhm.
I eat worse than he did, but I
Mhm.
just told him say it's easier for me to do if I'm
Mhm.
cooking the food for myself,
Okay.
I'm cooking it for everyone. It
Good.
helps me not, you know, not
Mhm.
go outside of that meal. And that also it became like a family thing, and so
Okay.
it helped significantly as far
Okay.
as making sure that Adriana know we're eating well. So it was just the discipline. The discipline was just the hardest part. And then being creative. Sometimes no one try. I mean, I remember one time I was doing a diet. All I ate was salad because na me so cry say me did bibi kakra bibi kan ho because if they can ho be and it was so weight. And then I always another thing that didn't help me. So I was always stepping on the scale every day. And you step on the scale, you forget.
You become so discouraged.
Discouraged. So I would step on the scale on Monday, and then on Tuesday I'll see my gaining weight, kakra. But then I'm like, okay, so you drink a lot of water. Okay, so then I take that into account. But then I was, I would always do that. And I felt like I was beating myself up. I wasn't helping myself. All of those things, just being able to stay, to make a decision and stick to it. Those when you're able to do that, it helps you get over some of the challenges when it comes to eating healthy.
Okay. So tell us about, do you also work out? Do you work out?
Absolutely. So what I did beginning 2021 in January, I told myself that I work out at least 4 times a week. And so I had to discipline myself to do that. And so the good thing is, who's that YouTube? There's so many different workouts on YouTube.
Exactly.
So I, did some research and I realized that HIIT workouts, the high intensity and you're breathing hard, it was very, very effective. And so Pastor and I, we found a guy who did HIIT workouts. So every morning after school, then we would also do at least 30 minutes of the HIIT workout. And then at the nighttime, we'll walk. So I really disciplined myself to, at least work out 4 times a day. Now, with that being said, sometimes, things, scheduling conflict. It's so you say, so, but as much as possible, I said I wanted to work out 4 times a day. And so we always, we try to incorporate the extreme high, a lot of weights. And I'm doing it more now too. I kind of slacked off a little. Who's that? Eating, working out, you go good and then you slack off. But I've also incorporated weights, heavy lifting of weights. To build my muscles as well. So we definitely do the workout. And so for he's somebody who likes to run. So we'll go to the park and I'll let him run because really
brisk walking.
Thank you. And then I let him run. So I definitely try to get the physical aspect to it. And it helps significantly, especially with the scale. Eventually I saw that the scale was dropping, which was encouraging. But in the beginning, before the 2020, when I would see the scale drop, I would see it as so yeah, dear Bisanti, you have to treat yourself, right? So I would go
back and eat again.
Oh ma, mi pabro.
It's not easy. It's not easy. But it's so glorifying and it's so good. Eventually, yes.
So yeah, when I would see that on the scale, then I would go and do that. But in 2022, I really told myself that no, I have to change. I have to change for my own well-being and for a healthy future. That was what was important to me.
Good.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, of Mame and Senya. We have experienced it. It takes what discipline.
Yes.
And one thing that I know, especially we children of God, one thing I always know is say, you see, because the Holy Spirit is with us.
Yes.
And Galatians 5:22 says he's given us the spirit of all self-control. And I know that once the Spirit of God is with us, we are able to discipline and control ourselves. That is what the Holy Spirit is there for. And until once you make up your mind you want to do it, though there'll be ups and downs, there'll be challenges here and there, but I believe say Holy Spirit always strengthens us and gives us the grace so that we can move on. Because the Bible even talks about our health, and God wants us to live long. It's never the desire of God for us to die prematurely. And so he has made all the provision for us to eat very healthy and live longer. It is a worship the people of Israel when they were moving from Egypt to Canaan. God gave them some what they were supposed to eat. And I
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't say as human beings, who do baby, I know I tired. They ate manna for 40 days. They
Mm-hmm.
didn't want to eat again. And the manna contained everything they needed.
Mm-hmm.
They were sick and tired of manna.
Yep.
They were craving for what? The food of Egypt. It is sad and necessary. So one show who didn't want
Yep.
discipline. You'll be craving for the American food,
Mm-hmm.
the SAD, the standardized American diet, which is what? Ed and chiniwum, sadie wum, wum, and
Yep.
you'll be
Yeah, easy.
easy. But
Mm. Yes.
discipline,
So,
discipline, discipline. And
absolutely.
so to our audience who are listening, discipline, it takes discipline.
It takes
Even
discipline.
to exercise, there are different kinds of exercise. You
Mm-hmm.
can't stay at one exercise for a long time. You have to be changing them, balancing them here and there, and it is not easy.
Yes.
And thank you. One thing I'm so excited. It's not only you, but you are teaming up with your husband, which is
Yes,
the best
absolutely.
part of it. Which is
Absolutely.
the very best part of it. And also, I know your children are also learning.
Yes.
Kakra,
Yes.
kakra,
Yes.
you'll
Mm-hmm.
also be learning. So it's become a family business,
Exactly. Exactly.
which
Exactly.
I think you started and you're all doing. Nyamishra, God bless you.
Amen.
And
Amen. Sure,
it's
sure.
so good and so nice. So now, can you tell us what is your typical diet? What is your typical?
So my typical diet, what I like to do is like for example morning, I would
Mm,
substitute on occasion, not all the time. I might
mm,
substitute like my breakfast for maybe a protein shake, or
okay.
maybe in the morning do like two boiled eggs, one with yolk, one without yolk.
Mm,
I liked to drink like for example green tea or something like that, just to kind of get me awake in the morning.
so,
And then at lunchtime, I love, and I didn't realize I loved it so much, but salmon. I
okay.
love salmon. So I would usually grill salmon and
Mm,
get some kiwan
mhm,
and so season
mhm.
it with some. I don't use a lot of salt
So,
because I try not to use a lot of salt. I'm more of a spice person, but I even everything I try to minimize it just to gotta give it some taste.
okay.
And so I do something like that, and then at nighttime, now I try my hardest not to eat after 6.
So,
So, but at nighttime, I might, depending on how I feel, I might eat like a small salad or something like that. And then on
mhm.
occasion, I mean, after all, I felt like also when it came to dieting, I didn't want to. I realized that sometimes when you deprive yourself of something so much, then it's
Mhm.
like when you get it, it's like you take advantage, Bisan. So
Advantage, eat, 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 eat.
yes, yes. So I like on occasion, like my ultimate favorite food is wache. And
Mhm.
so I just try to, I substitute. And it was so funny because I didn't realize that the key one I was able to like even do some wache with it
It's
just
African with quinoa.
oh
Every,
God
every
bless you, mommy. God bless you, Papa. Because because also I mean just listening in and tuning in and seeing some of the creative ways and the creative meals, I learned a lot from it. So I I did that, and it wasn't bad at all. It wasn't bad at all. And
right.
of course it has a different taste, but it's definitely doable. So I try to do something like that. And then like of course every once in a while, no, I try to have like a dates night or dates day with pasta, just so we can have some one-on-one. So whenever that happens, and if we do happen to go to a restaurant, I check the calories. I'm usually like a grilled chicken and salad type of person. I try to minimize the fatty dressings and things like that. So I try to keep it the greens. I might do a smoothie.
Good.
Sometimes I'll do a smoothie or something like that, and of course be very attentive to
Mhm.
like the say ukostone, and they say fat free, but so one
It's
shred
not.
ingredients so I try to take time to actually look at the the content of what I'm buying and making sure that in fact that it's fat free.
That's
Sorry.
right.
Yeah. And then another thing too, I try to do more of organic items.
Okay.
I know say
Okay.
no, yeah, mom, because they know the organic bit, and yeah, it's very expensive, but every once in a while, getting some organic items also help. But I try to do a lot of greens, and
Good.
I one thing I noticed, and so when I was dieting, or before I was dieting, even sometimes in between, I realized that rice isn't good for me. Uh-huh.
Rice. White rice.
I mean, what I even tried.
Oh,
I tried brown rice. I tried
okay.
a the other rice,
Black.
parboiled rice. I tried it all, but I realized that I don't know something. I'm not media. It just
Okay.
makes me so heavy. It weighs me down.
Yeah.
So I when at any time if I feel like I have like me person me D like some kind of rice or something like that, I have this small bowl. I went and purchased Amazon there. They go
Okay.
to nice plate be or Amazon, and it kind of tells me like it measures. Oh, nice many plates in the bowl.
I
It
look
shows
at
me
what's
now.
up with the actually.
Oh, oh, it shows
That
me the measurements, like how, like making sure I don't
overeat
overdo. Uh
or
huh.
stuff like the
Yes, yes, yes. So I try to use that plate, and then also I have a small little bowl. If I have like, I'll make parboiled rice maybe once in a while, be, and
okay.
I'll use that and eat it just so that I don't feel like I'm depriving myself too much.
Yeah.
I think that a lot of it too is it's
The
a
mental
mental
thing.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so you have to kind of, get your mind right when it comes to that. And like you were saying, when it comes
Mm-hmm.
to certain things, it's a lot of it. And I don't think people realize it, but even when it comes to your eating craft, sometimes is that what they call in Bible? Because sometimes,
This is the key.
you don't have you yourself can't control your urges. Uh-huh.
Yes.
And everyone has something, and for some people it could be their food. And so
Mm-hmm.
you have to, just praying that God will help you to have that self-control. No, it's important. It's very,
Oh,
very important. And I think there's some people, especially the young people, when you tell them those things, it says, oh, so if mommy, you like to over spiritualize things. I'm not over spiritualized. It's true. It's fast. It's fast. And yeah, easy. And so you have to, you have to pray and help and really be aware and making sure you're making conscious decisions, really controlling yourself. I think one of the biggest problems I had growing up is who said, "Uko, yeah, like nice jollof rice be you take one bowl or one spoon and then you realize like, hey, granny there, and that did
mm-hmm.
my idea. And then you go and take the bowl and see the one bowl
Another,
becomes oh. Mhm. So I mean, but whatever I try to greens. I like greens, and then even with the fruit, no, I don't do too much fruit because some of
yes.
the fruits have a lot of sugar. So I try
Sugar.
to, yeah, I try to minimize the fruit as possible. And then I also got into juicing.
Good.
Do
Powerful.
juicing. Yes, I do
Powerful.
juicing, and so and this will make a toi. Say, "Miss, you have to go and buy juicing and you're easy, but God, God is in control." So yes, I do a little bit. I try to make it, I don't want it to be one way. I don't want to get too bored. So I try to change it up a little bit so that I can stay consistent.
Wow, 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 wow. So you shared a lot. What can you pray?
Thank
Nanya, me family say. You see, when it comes to health, baby, you have to invest in
Yes,
G.
yes.
We do a lot of investment.
Mm-hmm,
We are building houses. We are doing so many things. But at the end of the day, yeah,
mm-hmm,
health hard. Yeah, we don't want to invest.
mm-hmm.
Even now, we're talking about organic.
Yeah. Oh,
Sometimes you see, we cheat ourselves
yeah.
because the thing is, if you are not healthy, if you are not strong, what is in Papua to you? What is if you are
Oh,
sick, you have joint pains and your
exactly.
knees are what do you need? What do you need high heels for?
Exactly.
You see,
Exactly.
we forget, we don't think about all these things. That
Yeah.
your health is the most important thing. So if you are able to take care of your health, you can enjoy life. You can do whatever you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, na yɛwerɛ fie yɛ ho
It's
bebree.
true. It's true.
Yɛwerɛ fie. Sɛ wote sika koraa akɔtɔ biribi a ne boɔden kakraa bi a, aduane ne boɔden dodo, ne
Oh,
boɔden we get clean. But
Mm-hmm.
meanwhile, we build houses we are not living in Ghana.
Yep.
And that
Yep.
spending all these thousands. People are because now the houses have become funeral homes.
Oh,
If you are careful, you don't take good care of your health and other things. You just, excuse me to say, God forbid, you just die and leave
yeah.
the $1 million house you have built. But meanwhile, you can invest by maybe getting even a trainer,
Oh,
because and the trainers, they help a lot. They
yes,
help,
they do. They
you
do.
see. But if you tell somebody that go get a trainer, or back just say, what do I need a trainer for?
Mm-hmm.
But they know some things you don't know.
Right.
And when I started working using a trainer, it was there that I saw, oh wow,
Mm-hmm.
there are so many things they teach you here and there.
Yeah.
Even they will advise you what to eat, what not to eat. And at the end of the day, you feel so fulfilled, which is very good.
Yep.
So investing into our health is so crucial
It
and
is.
very important. So we want to encourage our hearers. So when you're investing into your health, don't think that you are just throwing money away, but
Right.
you are making what? Something. You are really doing something very good to your body.
Absolutely.
Eat,
Absolutely.
see, eat
Absolutely.
well and eat good. And you said something before you started eating salmon. What were you eating before the salmon? You
Oh,
started,
before I started eating good,
yeah, started eating salmon. You said you didn't know salmon was so good.
I would eat like I was like chicken. Sometimes I would
Uh,
even eat like the beef, the steak, and
mhm.
those type of
Uh-huh.
things.
Okay.
And I honestly, I stopped. I've completely stopped eating red
Meat.
meat.
Good.
Like I don't. It didn't work well with my body. I didn't like it at all because
Okay.
also like sometimes when you go to some of these weights, like
Mm-hmm.
get weight loss
Yeah.
ideas and diets. Some of them, oh, eat a lot of protein, and so you eat a lot of beef and
Mm-hmm.
and and one thing you said, which is true, is investing in people who can help you. Sometimes when you look at things online, you
Mm-hmm.
yourself you kind of come to a certain conclusion on, okay, they said I should eat protein, so if I
Mm-hmm.
go and eat a big steak, after all, it's protein.
Mm-hmm.
But when you are able to invest and get people to help you and give you advice, they're able to give you guidance. So for me, I was eating, and then even with the chicken I was eating before, instead of it only being like grilled or something, sometimes I might fry it, which the oil, it doesn't help.
Oh.
Mhm. Right. So, it was just certain bad habits, certain bad, and the thing too, I realized though,
Mhm.
in the beginning, I used to think that eating healthy takes too much time
You see.
because you have to, as so we're going to say, most of the time, the quick, easy foods, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, they usually are the most fatty foods, right? That's why, for example, when you go to fast food, it's called fast food. You can get it and
Mm-hmm.
drive by, get through and get it, but the number of calories that is in it is
Good.
dangerous. Hmm.
Good. Good.
Being able to, invest and get knowledge, and I had a friend who was into nutrition, and then they also had a friend that was a nutritionist. And
Okay.
so I also kind of touched base with that individual, and she gave me like a whole like a list of foods and groceries that I
Good.
should, probably buy to, replace in my pantry. So, and also with even with the kids, you have to, and glad you have to kind of influence them, Kakra, because
Mhm.
some of the things that you may substitute with, kids, they're like
Yes.
the chips and the juice and all
Yeah.
those things. My house, my kids, they don't. No one drinks juice. I stopped that
Wow.
years back. So only water. And
Was
then
so good.
yeah, and then I try to get them to do like the salads and the chickens and the thing, the
Okay.
grilled chicken and things like
Yeah.
that. So
Okay.
the food before there was it was yeah, some buts by God's grace.
By God's grace. By
Yes,
God's
we've
grace.
been able
By
to
God's
transition our menu significantly, and it's helped. It's helped.
good.
Yeah,
Good. Very good. Thank you very much, of mommy. What I want to say is life is spiritual.
hmm
Life begins in the spirit. And on this earth, whatever that you want to do and do it well, it has to begin in the spirit.
absolutely,
That's why you cannot do anything without the help of God. And
absolutely.
just like you were saying, when it comes to that, and yeah, maybe like weight loss and know how to, it takes what? It takes the grace of God. It is not
Yes.
easy.
It's not
With me,
easy.
what was killing me before I started was pastries. So
Mm.
the pastries, the bar chemia, you go to jail. You
Oh,
will go to jail. You will go to jail.
wow.
You see? So everything about flour, bread, pancake, meat pie,
Mhm.
biscuits, dough road, Ghana, the things that we
Yeah.
do, those
Oh,
things.
yeah. Oh,
African bread, African
yes.
bread.
Oh,
Stop eating African bread.
oh, 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 oh. Hmm.
You see, and little did I know that these were the very things that was killing me.
Yeah. Yeah.
These were the very things because they were not very good for my
Yeah.
body.
Exactly.
See, and
Exactly.
you said something also that everybody's body is different.
Exactly.
Everybody's body is different. Sometimes they'll tell you that, okay, wheat is okay, but you try it and you see that it is not really working well with you. Just like you said, rice doesn't, it is very true.
Hmm.
With my husband, when he eats a lot of rice, he begins to gain weight.
Yes.
So no, no, he eats rice maybe in little portions or
Hmm.
once in a while, but he prefers the potatoes. And even with the potatoes, not all potatoes are even good for him. So
Yeah.
you have to be very selective and know which one is good and which is not. Now it all comes when you try them, then your body will be telling you. And so it's very important we listen to our bodies also at times
Hmm.
because when you listen to your body will be able to tell you so many things that this food is not good for you. But
Hmm.
sometimes we force ourselves to eat what is not good.
Yep.
Eh.
Yep. It's,
And sɛnea na
it's
wosi ka no, it's very true. So wohwɛ na biribi mmoa wo a, you have to change it.
you have
And
to. You have to.
you have to. And I always say there is always substitute for any food that you are not supposed to eat. And thank
Yes.
God you said something. You were always researching, you were reading, you were looking, you were seeking. Um, and eating healthy and lifestyle changes, it's not just one way.
Right.
It's so many things you have to put in place and do a whole lot of things. And then thank you very much. God bless you. And
Yeah.
so your children, how are they coping? How are they coping? Do they always want to eat healthy or sometimes they crave for junk?
Oh man. The kids, yeah, it's you I definitely tried to.
Mhm.
I even got to the point where I was even making them like lunch to school and things like that.
Okay.
But
Mm,
kids, it's everyone they want to have. Oh, we want chicken nuggets and we want those type of
mhm,
things. And but
mhm,
yet still, I try to find
mhm,
that's but going back to the investment. Go no going.
mhm.
I'm buying the chicken nuggets that
Yeah.
are
Yeah.
less saturated fats and those type
Mhm.
of things. So
Yeah.
I mean, you just have to. There are alternatives, and I always tell like
Mhm,
sometimes we would make something and like sometimes they like spaghetti, and so instead of me
mhm,
using,
mhm,
I would use like the protein spaghetti,
mhm,
and thankfully they would going approaching it, they would think that oh it's going to be nasty, but when you eat it, they're like oh it tastes just like the regular
good.
spaghetti, and so like you were saying, there's a substitute for everything.
Mhm,
You just have to do your research and do it. So I try to incorporate some of these things in our meals and things like that.
mhm,
But I mean, I
mhm,
give them also every once in a blue moon I let them
mhm,
have like, a cheat day or something like that.
mhm.
But yet still I try to keep the juice and the Coke and all those things
Good.
out. The sugar,
Mhm,
I don't I think it can get very addictive, especially for kids over time, and
mhm,
it messes with
mhm,
their teeth and things like that. So I try to minimize that. But it has its challenges. It has its
mhm,
challenges. Yeah. But
mhm,
we try to work around it as much as possible. And then I also try to get them to incorporate them in our cooking as well. So
okay.
sometimes we might have like a cooking challenge. Uh,
Mhm,
let's split them in half. You two do it, and then you two do it, and we see how it comes out. So we try to make it fun. When we
good.
make it fun, then they begin to enjoy it. So,
Mhm.
I mean, it's still we're still working to get to perfection, right? But we're trying, especially with their eating and things like that. Yeah,
Thank you. Thank you. Don't worry, they are still very young. You see, when
yeah,
they grow, they'll pick a lot of things from you. But the good thing
yeah,
is you've started with them.
yeah. That's
So that
true.
is the most
That's true.
important thing. You've started with them. And when they grow, they will begin to understand certain things. Because right now
Right.
in my house here, my daughters especially, and even my son, who sometimes doesn't even want to eat, but sometimes they realize that, oh, okay, this is good. I have to try. And right now,
Mhm.
my daughters, they are so conscious of what they are eating, what they are putting in their mouth.
Wonderful.
Good. When they go to school, they know what to cook, what not to eat, and other things. And it's all
Good.
because it started from home. So it's
Exactly.
good when mother you start doing all these things. It affects the children, it affects everybody in the house, and everybody begins to become part of what is going on. And by doing that, you are really repositioning your family to healthy
Absolutely.
eating. God bless you. God bless you.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
right now, I can see you have lost a lot of weight. So how do you feel within your body?
Oh, I feel awesome. I feel awesome. But yes, still I feel like I still have a goal that I've set for myself.
So,
I've definitely
okay.
lost a good amount of weight. And
Hmm.
I think I have about maybe 15 to
Okay.
20 pounds more that I'm trying to lose.
Wow.
So I
Wow.
feel awesome. You know,
Good.
when Michelle entirety, I feel more comfortable.
Uh-uh.
And it builds your confidence. It definitely
And
builds your confidence.
confidence.
Yeah.
Good.
And so you
Good.
definitely have a great feeling when you eat right and you feel more of yourself. Not only that, but you
Hmm.
also have more energy. You're not as
Energy.
tired. You're not dragging. You're able to
Good.
do more things. I mean, last year, for example, I was able to sign up and become like a cheerleading coach for my little daughter's cheerleading. Before
Wow.
I wouldn't have the energy to do that. Yeah, and it's helped because it makes you feel so much lighter.
Lighter.
When you're able to,
Very.
change your mind and discipline yourself, you just feel it's like a load has come off of you. And I always
Okay.
say that,
Thank
I mean, it gives, yeah, it gives you a level of comfortability in your own skin. And
you.
so I think it's important that you consider those things too.
There we go.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, mommy. Yeah, and right now you don't have to go again changing your wardrobe. At least you can go back to your
No,
old dress.
thank you. This is why I'm entitled to cry. It's even too big, Oma.
You see?
And I have to go and learn how to do sewing so I can do alterations because medical baby on me charge me too much. Yeah,
That's
so I
the
have to do
I see,
alterations.
that's one thing that has helped me. I learned as I learned how to sew when I was growing because I
Oh,
love
then
to
I have
sew.
to mom baho. I'm coming to the house. Listen to Shia. Oh my goodness.
And see, right now, no, me and say, yeah, I say, yeah, I know how to adjust it and
Oh,
then do certain things. And so,
I said me baho because they say they've been who actually me man because me nyama nine come.
some years ago, when I gained so much, I had to give some of my nice, beautiful clothing away because I couldn't fit in them. And it was so
Yeah.
much in the closet. So I had to. And later, when I lost the weight, I said, oh my, I'm dating, I'm doing carry with Jay. I
Oh,
feel
I have this one dress, mom. I told myself since that dress, now I'm never giving it away. It was the dress I
mhm.
wore the Sunday after my wedding.
Oh,
And I told
wow.
myself, since that I didn't yet, I'll have to wear it again. And so I every recall baby, it follows me. So it's in my closet now. I told myself I'm going to fit into that dress. So that's my goal. When I can fit into
Amen.
that dress, that means that I'll know that
Not
I finally
very,
arrived.
very
I've arrived. My landed craft. So that is definitely my motivation. So I mean, it's great. I mean, even though with the challenges of the wardrobe and things like that, I mean, I feel so much better. But I still know I have more to do. I have more
to
to
do.
do it. So I'm definitely pushing for that as well.
Good. Well, good, good, good. And one thing you should know, you see, weight loss and healthy lifestyle changes, it's a lifestyle. It's not that I'll do this 1 year, 2 years, and then I'll stop. It's a lifestyle. The once I was starting it, not just all the trust
That's the key. It's a lifestyle change. That's the key.
lifestyle thing. It's
Hmm.
look I say me jai because when you jai you gain the weight so
Quick,
that's one thing I'm saying.
so quick,
So
so
quick.
quick.
So
And at the
if
same time, we see our mothers. They say, "Ma, they say,
mhm.
why you're so fine, man? Sure, yeah, baby, I have to race and meet you. I can't sit back and let. We can't. So us, the young ladies who are watching, we can't sit back and let our mothers come and wear the size 10 and size 12 when we're wearing size 16. So we have to push ourselves.
It's true. Because sometimes crowd me man entire to the beer meeting me no fit the same time. So mommy,
you see. You see. I tell my mother-in-law so much that she's becoming too fine. Oh my goodness.
So you start training her too.
Oh, my mother-in-law, that she's, she has her own diet. She's very good when it comes to her eating and things like that. She's very well, but she's looking so good and so healthy. Yeah, and I it's all motivation for us to just, that's what we want as we get older. We want to look like our mothers. We want to look healthy and active, and so it's all motivation for us.
Thank you so much. We are learning so much today. I'm learning so much from you. I'm putting down some dots, some points here, which I'm also going to add to my list of what healthy things that I do. So today I'm learning so much. I'm taking so much. So every day there be you see be before floor.
Absolutely.
Nobody has it all. Nti obi
Absolutely.
die kakra wote pɛ na so de abɔ ntoma no na so de akɔyɛ wo die obi die kakra wote pɛ no afa na so de abɔ ntoma no, because there are so many things we can do to improve our health and then change things with us when it comes to
Absolutely.
weight loss and healthy eating and other things. It's not just one thing. Nya adeɛ baako pɛ. Nti wotu obi die a na gya wafa bi na de abɔ ntoma no. Nti ne wo so die no mafa bebree a me so me de bɔ me ntoma no.
Oh, wonderful.
And so I believe that today, oh my, I don't know on Facebook, YouTube, and so before we end the program, I want you to ask us of Mame, as a mother, what advice do you have for other Asofumames when it comes to our health? Because I know, so we Asofumame, you can also challenge some of them, you can also talk to them. So today, what advice will you give to us Asofumames so that they can also be encouraged and can also start eating healthy and doing the right things for their families?
Absolutely. So some, words of encouragement I'll just give to my fellow mothers and sisters, is that it's never too late to change the way we eat, change the way our physical activity. And like our mother said earlier, and just to overemphasize, your health is your wealth. In order for you to be the best wife, in order for you to be the best mother, in order for you to be the best minister's wife, in order for you to be the best mentor, you have to take care of yourself. Your health is very, very, very important. It is what gives you the ability to do all of these things. And so without them, we're not able to do. So I just want to encourage my fellows of mamas that, we are equally or it very much important in the function of our household. And so we need to take care of ourselves. We need to take care of ourselves, not only mentally, not only spiritually, but physically with our eating, and do things with our spouses. Don't just do it by yourself. It's easier for you to do it with your spouse, because that way you're not tempted to do certain things. And you're also helping your husband at the end of the day. So I would just encourage us to be more active. Find something that you enjoy doing. There are so many activities you can do. There's walking, there's Pilates, there's yoga. There's so many things that you can engage yourself in. If you're someone who likes weightlifting, you can do weights. Even if you just like walking with your spouse, it's a good time for, you all to even bond and just talk about life in general. And so, just do whatever you can and do it together, so that you all can grow strong. Because at the end of the day, and I was talking to a pastor today, and I was looking at some of our fathers who are preparing to go to retirement. I was like, oh my goodness, you wouldn't even think that he's, they're up to the age of retirement, because some of them look so good and so healthy. And that's what we want. So I would just encourage us that, we want to be able to finish the race and finish it successfully, but our health is important. Our health is so very much important. So don't think it's ever too late. And find the things that don't work well with your body. You have to be aware of your body. For me, I was able to identify that rice doesn't go well with me. So you find the things that don't work well with you. And just remember that too much of anything is, it's not good. Huh.
Yes.
We have to be aware of that, and just be aware of the things that we eat. Be very aware of the things that we eat. And I also want to say, so, for even outside of even our minister's wife, the people who work, some people work nights, and those things
Yes.
have a factor on your eating and on, you have to be very, very careful, eating and then sleeping and those type of things. It's not healthy. It's not healthy. It's not healthy. It's not healthy. So please, 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 let us all take that step to walk into a path of healthy eating, of a healthy lifestyle that our children can also look at and learn from.
Okay. Very good. Thank you very much. And I believe a lot of people are watching. So at this point, if there may be somebody wants to talk to you or maybe have a conversation with you or maybe wants to call you, how do they contact you? How do they
Oh,
get you? So
wonderful. I am open for any phone calls. If you want to talk to me for any reason, you can always contact me on my cell, 817 I'm ever available. If you weren't able to get it, I'm sure if you reach out to Mom Margaret, she'll have it and you can always, forward it to anyone. So I'm always open for any type of advice, any kind of, even if you have even suggestions for me, I'm open to it. So, I mean, we can all learn from each other. So I think, my door is always open.
thank you very much. It sounds good. You have said it all. And we have no argument. It's so important. I know people are always looking for mentors. People are looking for people to talk to them and to help them. So I think you be one of them. People can also reach out to you and learn so many things from you because no one person has it all. And
Exactly.
as and we discuss, we share ideas, and then we
Mhm.
teach others what to do. And so, God, Rachel, bless you so much, Dr. Mommy, for
Amen.
coming,
Amen. God bless
giving me
you.
your time. God bless you. I know your hands are very full. Your children are there waiting for Mommy to come and do homework of.
Thank you.
And
Thank you. Thank you.
taking
Thank
your
you. Thank
time
you.
today. God bless you, so Mommy. We really
God bless you
appreciate
so
it.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much, so much. I'm so appreciative for you giving me this opportunity, Mama Margaret, and I thank you. And one last thing I wanted to add is that one thing that also helped me was getting an accountability partner.
Okay.
So that also helped too. There are different apps that are available where you can have, maybe an accountability partner that can just, ask you, did you work out today? Did you eat today? What did you eat? And writing
Mm,
down the things that you eat and things like that. So it also helps,
mm,
because sometimes when someone is checking for you, you're careful to to eat well. So, but thank you again for the opportunity. I've learned so much. I appreciate you so much because you've really motivated me personally to eat better and realize
amen.
that there are dangers in food. And so, for
Amen.
those of us who have not gotten the book, please, 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 please go and get the book because you are missing out a lot of food for thought
When
that make us better. Yeah.
yeah, do you have social media platform where people can also reach out to you?
Yes. My
To them?
social media platform on Facebook is Banana Kusi. It's
Okay.
Benaana, and then
Okay.
Kusi. And then also you can also catch me on Instagram, the
Okay.
same banana, and then also on TikTok. I'm just
Ah,
now getting on TikTok, man, to how that goes. But I'm not sure how far I can
yeah,
get on
that's
TikTok.
how you like, yeah, because that is the order of the day. So I know people are all over the place looking for people. Yeah, thank you,
Yeah.
thank you. And
Thank
before we
you.
close the cadence today, we want to acknowledge our viewers for today who are on. Some people have questions they want to ask. So we want to acknowledge our viewers for today. Today we have our daughter here. We have our daughter here. Oh, sorry. We have one of our daughters here who is asking, hi, mommy. How are you? Yeah, fairness, mommy. Greetings, mommy. Greetings to you. God bless you for coming. I will see you again. It's always a pleasure to see you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. One of our viewers and audience on this platform. She's always on this platform and she's learning so much. So God bless you for coming today. God bless you. And then we have that is I know that is your social media name, right? Banana.
Yes.
Banana
Yes.
Kusi.
That's me.
Yeah. So you can see it over. That is cool. And then we have our mother Cynthia Nimopari. Hello, mommy. Hello, Mama Cynthia. God bless you for coming. And then somebody has some question for you. That's fairness, Mommy. Hello, Mommy Kusi. Please, I want to know if you know more. If you know more, take fufu, kenke, mango, or even yami, whether you eat them or you don't eat them.
I don't.
Uh-uh.
I think the last time I ate banku, I used oatmeal to
Oh, good.
make it. I
Substitution.
don't. Yeah, you
Mhm,
have to stop. I don't eat fufu. I don't eat kinky. I don't eat those things. My husband,
mhm,
don't get me wrong, Pastor loves yam, so every once
mhm,
in a while, you know,
mhm.
we might get that, but I try to get away from those things. Yes.
So why have you stopped them? Why? What is the reason behind them?
Well, for me, that like it was this like for the fufu, I wasn't really a kinky person to begin with, but for one days the starch, I
Uh,
just
uh,
felt so sluggish. Like when I eat, I mean, I know that some people eat it like in the morning, they're able to weigh it off by the end of the day, but for me, I feel too heavy and too sluggish. So I'm really not that I didn't really like eating it. So
Good.
I completely eliminated that from my menu. I don't eat fufu at all.
It's very true. One thing I've seen is if you really want to stay good, you see, after 40 years, it's your metabolism begins to slow down. And
Yep,
so it's so hard to lose the weight
it's
when you
true.
eat typical Ghanaian food. I always say our food is so starchy and heavy. Even
Mhm.
if you want to eat it, maybe eat it in little portions and eat it on time
Yeah,
so that you can burn before you go to bed. But if you want to still eat the typical Ghanaian food, I tell you, it will not work. That's what
yeah.
I have seen because the food is so heavy, it's so
It's heavy.
starchy.
It's
Yes,
heavy.
it's so starchy.
Yeah.
And people will ask you, you don't eat fufu, you don't eat banku, you don't eat kenke, you don't. So what do you eat? People ask you, so what do you eat? And sometimes when we go out, they ask you, what? So, mommy, you don't eat this. So what do you eat? I say, not that I don't eat, I eat. But I make sure I'm
Yeah.
eating the right one. Instead, there's always substitution. If it's not yam, instead of
Absolutely.
eating yam, I eat my potatoes, which is lighter and easy to
Yeah.
burn. Yes. If I'm not eating fufu, maybe I'll use oatmeal for my fufu, which is much
Hmm.
better.
Hmm.
If I'm not eating kenke, maybe have something in place of kenke. If I'm not eating janamni kotogenini idea, I have my
Hmm.
veggies where I get my proteins and other things, so I
Yeah.
don't go in there because
Yeah.
those food are so heavy and they are so it's hard to lose the weight,
It
especially
is.
after 40 years. But
Mm-hmm.
I say with our children, they are still very young. And so let us allow them to eat because they burn the food very young. Yeah. You see,
Absolutely.
sometimes
Yeah.
if my son eating in the night, maybe 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, and I tell him, hey, why are you eating? He said, but mommy, it's not too late to eat. I said, oh, good for you. Good for you. This is what I eat. So
Oh
you go
yeah,
ahead.
exactly. Mm-mm.
But I
Yeah.
tell him that me, I can never eat at 11 o'clock. That's
Yeah.
impossible for me.
Mm-mm.
But with him, he's still very young. So, hey, go ahead. And they burn very fast. So with
Yes.
our children, they are just okay.
Hmm.
But they need to also learn how to eat very well. But
Right.
when you hit 40 years, it
It's
is not
yeah.
easy
It's tough.
to lose the weight. So
Yeah.
you really, really have to change your diet
Hmm.
or you eat the African food in little portions.
Portions. Exactly.
Each time, yes. If you want to eat fufu around 12, 1, 2. And by the
Hmm.
time you go to sleep, maybe the fufu has digested. But if you want to eat fufu and kotoje and abenkwine around 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, that would be too way too bad for you.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And ma, the thing is, too, they have to make sure if they eat the fufu at 1, 2, they don't eat anything else.
Uh-huh. Because it's a lot of calories.
They'll say that's my lunch. So aka dinner no. What do
Uh-huh.
you before na wajai?
Wejai. See, so many fufu they are not eating once a day, not just
Once
only
a day.
she. But so one person with any not just away no where did he
Mhm.
leaves, need greens, because
Yep.
that one it melts so quickly the salad. And
Uh-huh.
one thing I tell people that I see people think that is one thing about our mindset. Says salad and meme, but salad fills you
It's
so much.
fooling. It's
Very
fooling.
filling.
Yes.
Yes. You see,
Yeah.
but people say, how can I eat salad and sleep? But you can eat and be full. And it digests and you go away. So I hope Adona Habibi, we have answered your question. Fairness, Mumley, we have answered your question today. So you know when to eat Ghana food and when not to eat Ghana food. Okay, then we have our mother patient, so who's all the way from Canada.
Sweet mommy. Mwah, 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 mwah.
God bless you, mommy, all the way from Canada. Watching. God richly bless you, mommy. We appreciate you. I know mommy is also very conscious about eating healthy, and we always talk a lot about healthy eating, and so she knows what we are talking about. God bless you, mommy. God bless you, and say hi to daddy for us. God bless you. And then we have God bless you for coming, Mommy Kusi, and God bless you for Wellness Wednesday. And we thank our fathers who are watching from Ghana. We thank our daughters. We thank Ajua. We thank Kwame. We thank people on Facebook and all the other people who are watching. God richly bless you. And I believe today you have learned something new. You have learned something new. I have learned a lot today. I've taken notes. I've written so many things down. It's going to be part of what I have already. I'm going to apply them, use them also. So I believe also so I know you know. They said never share bibi bebre. I also the born to man. But the we hear more. So mommy is always there. You can always, 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 always. Our father John Ofori is always there. Oh, he's in Ghana, but he's watching from Ghana. And very he's all the way in Ghana. And very informative and inspiring wellness program. God bless you, Lady Apostle Margaret and Lady Harriet Kusi. God bless you, Apostle. He's in Ghana, but he's watching us. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. And then we have yes, mommy. Thank you. So we've answered your question, right? About the fufu and the kenke and all those things. God bless you. God bless you. And then our mother. So at this point, we are done with today's program. Thank you very much, our mother Kusi, for your time spent with us. Has been a blessing. I'm sure I'll be brave. Another time, you. I'm sure. You. And thank you to all our viewers and bye-bye.